Good morning, everybody. It's 10:30 on November the 2nd. I'm off today, which is why I haven't really done much to my hair. I have no makeup on. My eyebrows haven't been drawn in and tamed. Yeah. And I'm about to work out too, so that's also what's going on there. Now, some things I want to talk about because earlier, this past weekend, I was asked a question. I just got a text message. I was asked a question by a friend or whatever. Happened to be a guy, and anyway. So I was thinking about it. I was playing video games, just thinking away. Like, well, what is he trying to do? Like, okay, what does this mean? Da da da, whatever. But you know what? The more I worried about it, the more my weave shedded. AKA, the more my hair fell out. Anyway, that's not true. But I was just trying to pull my hair up, thinking about, well, what does this mean? But you know what? I realized that I'm just overthinking it. And ladies, this is what I want to talk about. Don't overthink things. The more you overthink it, it just goes, little side effect, bam, in your mind. And you're just like, what in the world? I know that was so cheesy, but I just couldn't help myself. So I just decided I'm not going to overthink it. If it's really supposed to happen, it's going to happen. And I want to do, what is it he asked? So it doesn't even matter. Now, there are some rules to not overthinking things, I think. One big rule. If he's never giving you a reason to question him or doubt him, why would you start now? For instance, the big step that couples take sometimes before marriage, moving in together. If y'all have been together for a while, I'm going to say 6 months plus, depending, even, 3 months. I'll give it 3 months. Because some couples, they feel that after that time frame, they can just go the way. Now, it's not true for everyone, but whatever. Go for it. Whatever floats your boat. If he asks you to move in with him, and he's never given you a reason to second guess him or doubt him or question whatever it is he's asking, why overthink it? I mean, now, if, for instance, he's like, it's not really a relationship or whatever the case may be, it's just you're dating or whatever, he's like, oh, well, I have a spare bedroom, there you go. You're like, what? You don't just overthink it like, oh, well, why does he want me to stay in the room with him, or why does he have a spare bed, blah, 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 whatever. Why overthink it? If he's never, now this goes if it's 6 months or more that y'all have been dating, seeing each other. He's never given you a reason to doubt him or question what happened. I mean, if you trust him and he trusts you enough to ask, well, I have a spare bedroom. If you want to, you can come live with me. Now, if you're the type of girl where you need boundaries set, okay, fine. Question away. I mean, are we splitting the bills? Are we going to be doing this? Are we going to be doing that? But you know what? It's probably going to cause more of a headache than you really want to deal with. Overthinking things is just not the way to go. It causes stress. It causes your hair to fall out. Acne. It causes just a whole lot of skin problems and other things that we just don't need as women. For instance, I think because my boobs are so small because I worry so much. Like, really. I mean, push-up bras are my favorite friend. Are my best friends. Wonder bras, the Victoria's Secret line of push-up bras. Oh yeah, they're all my best friend because I have nothing. You see the line in my chest, but it's not cleavage. Another thing about don't overthink things. Oh, if you're one of those types of girls who worries about, oh, well, you're doing this, it's so sweet for me. For instance, if y'all are just having a nice cuddly moment and one of those songs come on the radio, for instance, meeting in my bedroom. There's meeting in my bedroom. Anyway, if he just bursts out and starts singing it to you, don't overthink it like, oh, well, has he done this to other girls? It doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't give a fuck. Because right then, in that moment, he's singing to you. Or, for instance, if he cooks for you, don't overthink it. It's like, oh, well, I wonder what he did with this other girl. I wonder if he cooked for her. I wonder what he made. No. Don't overthink it. Bitch, eat. Yeah. Oh, if he decides to rub your feet. at night. Like, say you had a long day and you're stressed or whatever, and you tell them, oh, baby, I had a long day. This is if you live with your boyfriend or, you know, you're constantly around your boyfriend or dating partner, whatever. Don't overthink it. Just accept the foot rub and keep on trekking, something like that. Don't overthink it. The only thing I would overthink is if he said something like, oh, baby, you know, maybe we should, I don't want to use a condom anymore, whatever. Overthink the hell out of that. Especially if you're not on birth control. Overthink the hell out of it. And be like, WTF? Why don't you want to use a condom? What all of a sudden changed? What's going on? I look like a donkey bird doing that. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. Stop overthinking things. There are times where overthinking is a must, and there are times overthinking is just pointless because it's stupid. I mean, if you really must overthink it, then don't overthink it alone. Sit him down or her, because you know some people are lesbians, and not knocking lesbians, not at all. To each his own. Whatever makes you happy. Sit them down and ask, what does this mean? Just don't beat around the bush. Don't make, well, you know, I know you asked this. I know you did that. And, you know, kind of, no. Just ask, what does this mean? I mean, are we trying to make this permanent? Are we going the long haul? You know, that kind of thing. Another thing not to overthink, because this is just a ruiner for me. If a person tells you they love you, don't be like, what? Why? Really? When? No, this is not middle school English. When we ask the 5 questions, who, what, where, when, and why. No. This is not the time. So yes. Anyway, point blank and period. Ladies, stop overthinking things. Men too. Sometimes men like to overthink. Anyway, so that is my thought of the day. Subscribe. Yeah, that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.